Man, so David Benavidez gets the TKO stoppage over Demetrius Andrade right after round 6. Looks like his corner decided to go ahead and stop the fight. In a very, entertaining fight. That was tough to watch, I gotta be honest. Demetrius Andrade looks like he was putting some good stuff together, man. He looks like he was actually winning the fight for a while here before he got knocked down. David Benavidez was clearly the bigger, stronger fighter. It looks like every single thing he threw had mustard on it. And Demetrius Andrade just was not able to get out of the way of some of these punches as the fight went on, man. And it just started to get ugly, man. After the knockdown, he was pretty much surviving from there. Let me give my thoughts on it real quick. Y'all stay tuned. So anybody that knows anything about the sport of boxing will tell you that Demetrius Andrade is the much more skillful fighter out of these two. But in this particular fight, it did not matter. Demetrius Andrade moving up in weight to fight a guy like David Benavidez, you just knew at some point in this fight he was going to get stopped. I mean, everything Demetrius Andrade threw at David Benavidez just didn't seem like it affected him too much. Now, he did put together some good combinations, and some of them looked like they, had some mustard on it, man. But it never, you could just have that feeling in this fight that David Benavidez was never really in trouble. He was never really hurt at any point, and it was just a matter of time in this fight, man, before those power shots started to affect Andrade, man. And I mean, you got to take your hat off to Andrade for even getting in the ring, man. But I just had that feeling, even when I first found out that this fight was made, I was just in my head, shaking my head like, man, I don't want to see that go down, because I just knew that David Benavidez was just going to be too powerful. He was going to eventually walk him down. A lot of people make the comparison to when he fought Caleb Plant, but I think Caleb Plant actually put up a better showing for himself. Although I did think Andrade, some of his combinations and some of the things he was doing actually looked better than what Caleb Plant did. And I thought if he could sustain that for the entirety of the fight, he could have made this a closer fight. But one thing I noticed was that the things that he was doing well and the combinations that he was putting together was just too few and far between, as far as whenever he would stop and start walking backwards, that's when you start to see Benavidez come forward and put in some work and land some tough shots, man. But if he would have just, in my opinion, kept what he was doing and kept coming forward, every time he comes forward and starts throwing punches, man, you will see Benavidez just kind of slow up a little bit. And I think that's where he was having some success, man. But I mean, who's gonna be able to sustain that kind of output for 12 rounds, man? And it was almost like you just knew at some point in time that he was going to end up getting stopped. But I mean, it was a good fight, very entertaining. I enjoyed it. I was rooting for Andrade, but I kind of already knew what the outcome was going to be in this fight. After the fight was over, Benavidez called out Canelo. I would like to see him fight Charlo, man, but I'm not so sure Charlo can withstand that either. He put up a good fight versus his brother, man, earlier in the card, but man, that David Benavidez dude he's a tough animal, man. I mean, you just know he gonna knock somebody out towards the end of the fight. His power shots, I mean, every punch looks like it hurts, man. So who knows where he goes from here. I don't too much care to see him fight Canelo, but he's way taller than Canelo. That's one. I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see how to play out. I know it'll be a large Mexican fan base that will love to see this fight. They'll put on a good show and everything like that. But who do I think will win that one? That's a good one, man. Right now, it's looking like Benavidez, but y'all let me know down in the comment section how y'all see that fight going. Do you think he should fight him next, or do you think he should go in another direction? But hey, another win for David Benavidez, and we'll see how this thing plays out. Appreciate you guys for checking in. Much love, peace, and blessings. And I'll be back here with some more content hopefully soon. Peace.